Differentiate with respect to x. X to the half log of 3x. 1 minus 10x over 2x minus 1 to the power 5. Give me your answer in its simplest form. Given that x equals 3 tan 2y, find dy dx in terms of x. So let's have a look at this then. We've got a product here. So I'm going to let y equal here, and y equal here. And so let's have a go at it then. A part 1. Dy dx. Okay, we need to differentiate. It's a product rule, and this constituent here is also itself a function of a function. So it's u, use the product rule then, u, times dv dx. This is a function of functions, we say, so log of something goes to 1 over the something, multiplied by the something differentiated, which is 3. That's u dv dx plus v times du dx, which is our power rule, half x to the minus half, 1 less of the power. So what do we get then? We get the 3's cancel, and we get x to the minus a half here, indice property, that's power 1, so divide your minus, top take bottom, you get minus a half. There's also a minus a half here, so that's common then, isn't it? So I'm going to put a bracket here, and I'm going to take the half out as well. And so in the bracket I'd need to write 2 plus, we've got this thing outside then, so it's just going to be the term here, ln 3x. So there's part 1. Part 2, this is the quotient rule then, here. So let's have a look at that then. So part 2, oops. So part 2, we need to use the quotient rule here. So it's v, 2x minus 1 to the 5, times du dx, which is this differentiates to minus 10, and the constant goes to nothing, of course, minus u, more than one term, put a bracket, times dv dx. Now this is a function of a function, so it's something to the 5, 5 of the something to the 4, multiplied by the something differentiated, which is 2. So there's our v du dx minus u dv dx, all over v squared, and power 5 squared will be power 10, won't it? Okay, so that's what we've got then. So that's equal to, well, there's a 2x to the minus 1 to the power 4 common on top, so I'm just going to put that outside the bracket, to the 4. Then we've got minus 10, lots of just one bracket here, so that will give us minus 20x plus 10. Here, this has gone completely because we've taken it outside the bracket, and we've got a 10 here. Minus 1 times the 10 is minus 10. Minus times a minus is a plus. 10x times another 10x is 100x. All over the 2x minus 1 to the power 10. So this will tidy up now. Divide, you minus the indices, don't you, top take bottom, so that's 6 underneath that's left. These 10s cancel. 100x minus 20 is 80x. Over, and it will just be 2x minus 1 to the power 6, isn't it? The difference. 4 take 10 is minus 6, so it's 6 underneath, basically. Okay, good. So that's the part 2 done of part A then. Now let's move on to B. We need to find dy dx. So I'm just going to drag this now, save me writing it again. And we'll have a look at this part of the problem now. For part B, we need to work out dy dx here. Differentiate with respect to x. So we see that, well, this differentiates to 1. Tan of something goes to sec squared, doesn't it? So 3 lots of sec squared. So function rule. So sec squared of the something multiplied by the something differentiated, which is 2 dy dx. So that tells us then this is 6 dy dx, and the sec squared 2y we can write as cosine squared 2y. So that tells us then dy dx is equal to cosine squared 2y over, that comes up there, this goes down there, 6, and we can actually write that as 1 over 6 sec squared 2y. And the reason we want to do that is because we've got tan here. Now let's have a look at this then. Now sine squared plus cos squared equals 1. So the tan and the sec, so if we divide by cos we'll get tan plus 1 equals sec squared. So this is what we want to use. Tan 2y is equal to x over 3. So that tells us then that tan squared is equal to x over 3 squared, which is equal to x squared over 9. And we can now replace sec squared, can't we? So dy dx. So we're writing it in terms of x now. 1 over 6. Sec squared is tan squared plus 1, which this is tan squared, so we can put that in. X squared over 9 plus 1. Multiply through by, take the 9th out, or multiply by 9 top and bottom. Multiply by 9 top and bottom. 6, I'm just going to use the 9 through the bracket here, x squared plus 9. So it's equal to 3 over 2 x squared plus 9.